Hello everyone! Today we will learn the alphabets both in Turkish and Azerbaijani Turkic language. And guess what? I, the admin of English Azerbaijani, will help teach you the alphabets both in Arabic and Latin transcript. And I can even assure you that by the end of this video, you'll be able to read Turkic texts written from Iran, Turkey, and the Republic of Azerbaijan. So sit back and relax and let's get this show started. Alrighty guys, something that you must keep in mind is that there are various writings of Turkish language that exist in Iran today. With that being said, and also previously stated in my first video, Turkish and Azerbaijani language is actually not an official language in Iran. Therefore, the teachers in Iran do not allow and do not teach this language to Turkish kids in school. However, in 2001, a seminar in Tehran for orthography allowed Turk linguistics and teachers come into important agreements about this issue. Well, what happened? Well, they overall allowed Turkish teachers to use Arabic script for writing Turkish language, yet only to later find out they did not get permission to bring these rules into the schools so that the kids can actually learn how to read and write their own native language. In fact, there are books in Turkish language, some that have even been published using Arabic script, but the spelling of the words in the books are actually not consistent with each other. Also, nowadays, some people know these rules and use them in their writings, but a lot of people yet know nothing about them. This is why I am teaching Turkish per the latest and most common writing format. I prefer to start with the hardest vowels and the hardest letters. So this means I will not be going in alphabetical order. But don't worry, you're going to thank me later, I promise. Okay, with that being said, the first and foremost difficult letter for my beautiful English speakers is... And no, it is not pronounced X. It is pronounced X. X. This letter is shown with this symbol and IPA symbols and is pronounced pretty similar to the letter H in English. But you have to pronounce it from the bottom of your throat. That's the only difference. Like the way you pronounce CH in the German word Bach. In Turkish, we do not have his sound. So this letter exists only in Azerbaijani Turkic language. X letter in Azerbaijani Turkic words is sometimes transformed into H in Turkish version. For example, hatira and hatura, which means the memory. Hanım and hanım, which is the feminine equivalent of the title Han in Old Turkic language. And sometimes X is transformed to K. For example, Bach and Bak, which means look. Yok and Yok, which means no or not. The second difficult letter is this one. It sounds like R, and the IPA symbol for this letter is this. This letter also does not exist in English language. For this reason, it can be slightly challenging for our English speakers to pronounce. In Turkish writings, the letter R exists, but it is slightly pronounced or not pronounced at all. For example, dağ in Azerbaijani means mountain. However, in Turkey, it is pronounced as dağ. Second example, ağla and ağla, which means cry. Oğlan and oğlan, which means boy. Sometimes R in Azerbaijani is transformed to K in Turkish. For example, ak and ah, which means the color white. Other letters that I found difficult for my American friends to pronounce and can even get confusing are by these four letters. Ö, O, Ü, U.
We pronounce these letters exactly how they're pronounced in German. To say Ö, Try to say the word earth, but push your lips forward. O is pronounced the same as it is pronounced in the English word door. To say U, try to say few, but again, push your lips forward. U is pronounced exactly as the English word two. So here I give you 4 numbers to remember and practice. These 4 numbers are 4, 10, 3 and 9. The next set of letters, which can be confusing even to native speakers like myself, are G and G. The pronunciations may seem similar at first, but with practicing, you will see that there's a slight difference. G is a harder voice, like G in words like gone and gold. But G is softer consonant, as G in words like girl and good. Turkish does not have the letter G, and G in Azerbaijani Turkic words are actually transformed into G or K in Turkish Turkish. We have kalmak and kalmak, karpuz and karpuz, koyun and koyun.
Alrighty guys, I've got great news. We are officially done with the hard letters. Woo! Congratulations! Now, let's dive into the easy part. Come on.
A, like A in the word hat. Çakma, al. A, like hot. Alma. B, book. Boru. C or Z in some accents, like judge, arch or art. Ç or T in some accents, like church, açar or atar, coming from the verb açmak. D as door, ot. E, sand, ev. Y, f as floor, fırça. H, hello, sahar. E, like bee, bir. İki, like hook. Altı, arı. J, like vision. Journal, K or Ç in some accents, like cutie, kirpi. L, like lamp, ıldırım. M, monkey, maymun. N, onion. Sen, which means you. P, pole. Öp, which means kiss. R, rose. Karpuz. S, sea. Sarı. Ş, show. Dash. T, team. At. V, violin. Dovşan. Y, yellow. Bayrak. Z, zoo. Yazmak.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at EnglishAzerbaijani. Sizi severim.